Hello, I'm Jasper James, and I'm with Mr. Benford, and he's a teacher at Tougaloo College, and he teaches student success. What inspired you to teach?
I was a teacher's pet when I was a kid. Literally, I had this teacher in 8th grade named Miss Bishop, and she never let me settle for anything. She literally just made me constantly push to be like a better writer and stuff like that. So for that reason, I figured, hey, if I can have an impact on students' lives like that, where in a collegiate setting I can walk in and really just kind of interject my thoughts or impose my thoughts on students and just make them think about their own way, or inspire them to think about their own way of how life should be for them, and different life processes. But I would say, because Ms. Bishop had an impact on me, I always aspire to have an impact on students, and what better way to do such, or what better arena than teaching.
Right. Was becoming a teacher a hard process for you?
The most difficult part of becoming a teacher for me was learning pedagogy, like learning that different students learn different ways. So you have to be very unique and intentional in your approach about relaying information or trying to get them to understand certain information. Now, one of the benefits for me has been like the generation gap, because I'm not too far removed from college, so I can kind of relate to them better. But the most difficult part was just understanding that even though I can relate to them, I'm still not, they're not in the same era of learning that I am. They're in a different era, so I just have to adapt to learn to teach styles.
You might be restating your answers on this question, but how are you able to teach so many different personalities each day?
Understanding that there's no cookie cutter student. Every student is not the same, you know, and like I try to tell my students, everybody majors in different areas because that's what they're interested in. So what we like to do with the Student Success Program is we like to do community building activities, and these activities kind of give us an opportunity to figure out who the student is, you know, which way do you learn, versus us giving you a cookie cutter approach to school or presenting you this information. You know, I really hate when students say, well, your major is easy and my major is hard. Well, the only reason that exists is because you have some people who are interested in chemistry. That makes chemistry a little, you know, more easier for them, but that's not to say an English major is more difficult, or sociology or mass communication, because if you were to put yourself in those situations to apply those theories, those methods and stuff like that, it may seem more difficult because you're not interested in it.
Interesting. Okay. Knowing the teacher's pay scale, what drives you to keep teaching every day?
It's not about the money. The reward is just touching lives, honestly. I'm a big believer that God put us on earth to simply impact lives. We're just a vessel for blessings to somebody else. And whether that's me providing you information or giving you advice or anything like that, you know, that's the true reward at the end of the day. Not really the dollars and cents.
Yeah. But knowing that you actually are teaching the future, do you think it should be a better pay scale?
Most definitely, because I think, not just for myself, but I just think about teachers like Miss Bishop. You know, she used to teach, she taught English in 8th grade, but she also worked part-time at Belk. And I'm sitting there thinking, you know, some of my classmates are going to go on to be doctors, lawyers, and they're going to make this big money, but it may have been, you know, something they learned in Miss Bishop class that inspired them to go on to be a doctor, lawyer, and change the world in whatever ministry they choose. But you know, you can never really put a dollar amount on the impact that a teacher has, you know what I mean, because they are shaping the future, literally.
Thank you. That concludes the interview.
No problem, sir.